So, I mean, I'm pretty active on social media, and I look at a lot of the comments. I see what people are saying, and I just see a lot of the stuff that people are going through. And I see a lot of my friends and family going through the same stuff, people just unnecessarily suffering. I mean, really, it's gotten so bad. People just have so many problems these days. I mean, I don't know anybody, close relatives, family members, friends, things like that. I don't know anybody, even coworkers, that aren't on some sort of medication, that don't have some sort of ailment, illness, chronic disease, that aren't dealing with weight gain and obesity and all these things that we just seem to be plagued with on a daily basis. And again, the same goes with our dogs. Our dogs are experiencing the same things. Most of the people I know, their dogs have like cataracts, or they got joint pain, or they're overweight, they're obese, they've got diabetes, tumors, cancer, all this stuff. And I just want to kind of touch on that because I recently did a video where I kind of talked about my health journey and the things I went through. I got sick in 2017, had my health completely destroyed, and I lost 85 pounds in 6 months' time of mostly muscle that I gained over like 12 years. And it was a tough time. It took about 2 years to overcome all this, and that was after trying out the medical industry, and they failed me, and then going to diet and resorting to diet and trying to fix things on my own, and eventually landed on carnivore, which is where I saw the relief and the healing. But it took me 2 years of just flat out suffering to overcome these issues. I was healthy before that, and I think a lot of us, we're healthy and we try to do the right things, and then something comes along and it just takes us left field, and it just destroys our health seemingly overnight, and we're left grasping at straws. We're left so confused because the information out there is just so confusing, and it can be really impossible to know which direction to go. I mean, it really can. So I think the main message that I want to put out is just based on what I see online and the questions I see people ask, and how desperate people are, and they're grasping at straws, just trying to find any way they can to heal. It can be really tough to know which way to go. The main message I want to put out to these people, and to anybody listening to this, is just know that you're not alone. For everybody that's going through this stuff, there's somebody else who's already went through it. And there's somebody out there who has healed themselves naturally, without medication and without crazy intervention or surgeries or pharmaceuticals or lifelong drugs and stuff like this. There's people out there that have done it. They've been through it. They can relate to you. You're not alone in this, because I know what it's like. When my health was destroyed, I didn't know which way to go. I was looking online just like everybody else, trying to figure out what can I do to fix myself. And navigating through all the information that's out there is really hard. And it's really hard to know which way to go. And that's why it took me so long to heal, because I tried all these different diets before I landed on carnivore, because I was grasping at straws. This one looked like it might fix this, or this one looked like it might fix that. So I'd try it out, and I'd give it time, and I'd end up either a little bit better or worse, and I'd have to start over. And it just prolongs everything, and it can actually really lead to further deterioration over time if you land on the wrong thing and you decide to stick with it longer than maybe you should. So just know that you're not alone, and no matter how dark things look, no matter how hopeless it seems, there's always hope. There's always light at the end of the tunnel. There's always somebody out there who's willing to help you along, that's willing to share their experience because they've been through it and they know what it's like, and they want nothing more than to see other people healthy. So just to understand and know that. If you take anything away from my videos, just know that that's always going to be the underlying message. I'm putting all this information out there because I genuinely want to see people be healthy. I hate seeing the state of our country the way it's in. I hate it. It shouldn't be this way. Humans were meant to create. We're meant to innovate. We're meant to dream and design and build. And I feel like when our health is destroyed and it's in such a bad state the way it is now, we can't do all those things. It really hinders us as a society in general. Even if you're not unhealthy yourself, but you're worried about family members that are, or you've got a dog that's sick, and you've got to run this dog back and forth to the vet, and it drains your money, drains your bank account, drains your mental capacity, all these things. You can't do the things in life that you want to do. You can't chase your dreams. You can't follow your passions, your ambitions. Like, all these things just kind of fall to the back burner. And I tell you, I hate seeing it. But I think, as bad as it is, like I said, I think there's a way out. And I think it's a lot more simple than we realize. And I think we're capable of so much more. I mean, I don't think we realize it, but I think we're all capable of healing ourselves. If we're properly nourished and we're eating the foods that we're meant to eat, and we're consuming the things that are going to nourish our bodies and heal us, we're all capable of this. All of us, whether we want to believe it or not, I think we are. We are inherently capable of healing ourselves. I don't think we would be here today if it was any other way, because if you look back through history, we've accomplished such great feats. All these monuments. I mean, I've traveled around the world. I've seen all these structures that we built, and just unbelievable architecture. Unbelievable. In a time where it shouldn't have been possible. And now here we are, 70-80% of the country is sick and obese. And it's like, how productive can you be if you're in that situation? And I think the answer to that is not very. And I think that's kind of what we're seeing, is that, there's so many people that just can't live their lives and they can't pursue their dreams and their passions because they're just so wrapped up in illness and just being unhealthy in general. But I just want to put that out there, is that I think there's another way. And I want to make sure that people understand they're not alone in this. And that's why I'm putting these messages out there. That's why I'm making these videos, is because I know what it's like. I know what it's like to go through that. And I genuinely just want to see people get healthy. I want to see people heal. And I want to see people squeeze as much time as they can out of their dog's life and be able to spend as much time with them as they possibly can, because dogs obviously live a little bit shorter lives than us, but I feel like their lives are getting cut even shorter than ours by a long shot, because they're eating hyper processed food for every single meal, and it just seems to compound much faster than it does for us. And they contract these illnesses at rates that are much higher than ours, and their lives are just cut short, in half in a lot of cases. So I think that's the main message I want people to take away from this, is that if you're going through these tough times, I see you. There's people out there that see you, and just know that you're not alone. And just know that healing is possible. If you believe in it, you believe in yourself, and you take the steps that are necessary to heal, anything is possible. If you're going through a tough time and you just want somebody to talk to, or you want to bounce ideas around, or you want to pick my brain and talk about my experiences and what I went through, feel free to leave a comment in the description. Send me a message and let me know, and I'd be happy to help. And if I can't help, I know a whole lot of people that would be happy to help you out. I can point you in the right direction of somebody who might be able to help you more than I can. So again, community and unity, I think that's the way forward. This whole divided state we're in, this division, it doesn't do any good for anybody. So if we can get back to just having each other's back and supporting each other through difficult times, the good times and the bad, I think we'll be a lot better off. All right. So if this resonates with you, feel free to like and subscribe, join the Apex tribe. I'll see you in the next one.